I feel like offended that you don't want to sleep with me.
We actually started sleeping in separate beds, which I know is a bit of a taboo thing. Rox and I have slept with each other for 13 or 14 years of our marriage. On the testosterone thing, it was something that I got tested, testosterone replacement therapy.
Yeah.
That was a huge change.
He does a lot of, what can I do this morning to take something off your plate? He's not my other child, he's my spouse. You and me are the same team. For stress relief, I feel like if I'm not going to the gym, I'm not really in control of my life. Invest in your health. Get a personal trainer. If you can afford it, joining a gym is one thing. You got to get disciplined.
Hi guys, in this episode, Rory and Roxy open up about balancing ambition with love, parenting and emotional presence while working in a high pressure world. The episode explores what realistic work-life balance looks like today and how couples can stay grounded, connected and healthy while building a future together. Thank you. Well, welcome back, Rory and Roxy. How you doing?
Good, James. Self?
Good, very well, thank you. And, I was watching our previous episodes because I really loads of takeaways because I'm a married man. I took a lot of advice as well, as I'm sure our audience did. But, navigating through running big business, scaling a business at the same time, kids, lots of different dynamics going on in your world, as there is in a lot of our patients' worlds. And so I want to ask you a few more questions. So you work in a high stakes field, you run your own business. How do you cope with stress? What's your quick go-to to sort of, when you're both feeling really pressured, what do you do?
Go to the gym.
Gym.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Rox
Always.
needs the gym, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's part of her
Is it
life.
classes? Is it muscle? Is it what do
We're
you
both
do?
actively strength training 4 times a week, 3 to 4 times a
Are
week
you?
now.
You're
We have a
both looking
personal
great
trainer.
shape.
Yeah, so definitely lifting is a number one.
Yeah.
And then I do a fair bit of cardio as well, just because I enjoy it. I don't probably
Dance classes.
Brilliant.
but I don't need that. Like, I just do that because it's super enjoyable. But strength training definitely, and as we get older as well. But for stress relief, I feel like if I'm not going to the gym, I'm not really in control of my life.
And you can really get in the gym, you can get out a lot of the frustration from your day or you solve problems. It's like when we were talking about walking, weren't we? And just doing exercise.
Definitely.
You kind of solve problems in that moment, don't you?
Yeah, I train in the morning. So for me, that kind of takes away that energy, that bit of, I don't know, not that I'm anxious, but just
you get level for
your
the
energy
day.
that you're like, I want to get going, and the gym just like brings me back
You're a
down to
morning
like that
trainer.
level. Yeah, I used to be evening, but it's too much now with the kids. Like I want to be home and see them. So the morning's good. I miss out on all that hectic getting them in the car.
Cereal, everyone's screaming.
Yeah.
And a lot of our doctors at the men's health clinic, what they recommend, because we're sort of multidisciplinary, we do advice on nutrition, diet, exercise, all that kind of stuff. And it's really good for testosterone training muscle. Do you find that? I think it was one of the reasons why you wanted to get back into it, to build muscle and to feel, more manly, really.
Yeah. Well, on the testosterone thing, it was something that I got tested, and I always thought I was like, I've always been training. I've had some shoulder injuries and things that you know about. But yeah, I've actually been on, TRT, like testosterone replacement therapy.
Yeah.
That was a huge change. Like, I was always hustle and I was pushing. And I got my results, and I had.
You're on the lower side.
I had really, like 8
stress
out of
pressure
30
can
or
lower
something.
your testosterone.
Correct. Yeah, that was a huge game changer for me. I've been on it for probably 2 years now. Low dose, like what the doctor recommends, and that that
So
in itself has been
testosterone replacement
huge.
therapy.
Correct.
Is that
yes.
a cream or injection? How do
you could do the cream or the injection. Just because I've got the little kids, I opted for the injection just because I didn't want the cream to get
They're
on
not allowed
them.
to touch it.
Yeah,
No,
correct.
that's right.
So I'm fine with that. So I've been doing that for 2 years now. That was
Or you have your
huge.
son running around with a giant penis or something. At 6. Yeah, so you got to be careful of that. So you and you've found massive improvements. And yet for mentally as well as muscular.
I didn't realize the mental part of it. Like, so much more clarity, so much more authority. I just felt more like I used to, 20
Unlike
years ago. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, that was a huge change for me. Yeah.
Brilliant. And so for men that are sort of reaching that point of burnout, what would be a good place to start for recovery? Would you say join a gym, I suppose, if they're not doing anything like that? So many men don't exercise,
I think get a personal trainer.
Do you?
If you can afford it, joining a gym is one thing. You got to get discipline. You got to show up. You've got to make a workout.
It's hard for some people.
You've got to the environment can be a bit overwhelming. Commit to a personal trainer. Invest in your health for 3 months. Just give yourself 3 months with a PT. Get them to make you feel comfortable in the gym, make you a program, and then you can run with it yourself.
What a great idea.
Yeah.
I think so. Some people need that kickstart, don't they? That support.
Yeah. And it is that time frame too, like Pavlov's dogs, ringing the bell. It's one of those things where if you consistently do something, they say 3 to 4 weeks, 3 months is just huge difference. Like if you go there and you're paying someone to show up, and then
you pay attention, don't you?
You pay attention, yeah. And again, look, it might not be in your budget, but at the same time, like
if you're going to go and spend a load of money on coffee, why not?
Make it work.
I was going to say, you cut out buying lunches. You can go to, PTs where we are. It's $65, $75. I know in the cities for a training session, 45 minutes, doesn't have to be an hour. Even if you did a half an hour session, or even if you did it with a friend, like a buddy, and got a PT and halved the cost of it. Getting to the gym, doing it. We do 2 sessions a week.
So you have 2 coaching sessions a week.
2 coaching sessions,
and then you do
a week.
2 other days. You do 4.
Yeah, I actually do one session with I do all my sessions now with my staff.
That's a good idea.
Male staff.
The 2 guys.
Idea.
Yeah,
so you really bond with your team at the same time.
Bond with the team. Yeah. So
and do you do different muscle groups each? Do you do like the same routine each session, or different muscle groups?
The PT looks after it. So we go in.
It's usually like 2 upper,
body,
2 lower.
Lower, we do a whole leg day.
If you mix it up, you get better results, don't you?
Yeah, definitely. We do like a full body. Monday, I normally do upper body. Tuesday, I actually go with one of my other mates. Wednesday, I have a break. Thursday, I go with the PT, and then PT and my staff. And I think we do a bit of all body workout. And then Fridays, we normally do upper body.
Makes you feel good.
You got to be big for the week.
That's it. Yeah.
And so in a busy environment, how do you sort of check in with yourselves emotionally? What do you do to do that?
That's a good one. For me personally, it's that when I wake up in the morning, that's when I do it. So I wake up and I just, the last thing I do is grab my phone. The first thing I do is just sit there and think, what am I going to get done today?
That's great, because some people with one eye open already
on the phone scrolling, and like you've got to think. You wake up, your brain's like, all right, what are we doing today? And if you go on there and you see like 10 bad things, which is normally what happens, is you showed the news or whatever else. I don't have any phone contact in the morning before 8:30 in the morning. Brilliant. Right? It's just wake up, get going, and think about what I'm going to get done in that day. I even do a bit of a Tony Robbins ritual. It's 15 minutes, deep breathing, thinking about things that have happened in the past.
Nice.
Can be
because affirmations and reconnecting to successful moments is very powerful.
Well, that's the whole thing. You do 2 of those for 3 minutes, and then at the end of it, you think for 3 minutes about not just what you've done, what you want to get done in the day, but you think about it already being done.
Yeah.
So then your brain's like, okay, well, if I've got to get it done, this is how I've got to do it. And then you think about it done. It's better than thinking about the daunting tasks.
It really is. That creates anxiety, doesn't it?
Correct, yeah.
I've learned to
think if it's done, you're excited.
Yeah, and you sort of think to yourself, look, in 3 hours' time, that's going to be finished and over, and I'm going to be in my car driving somewhere else. It's all going to be over. So just relax. You're not going to change anything. And exactly. And so is there some sort of tough lessons that about sort of work-life balance that you've sort of taken away over the years that that you've kind of now created some hard rules over? Like, for example, are Sundays a family day, no
Yeah.
work? Or is there what sort of tips would you give the audience on that?
I'll say mine, then Rox can. But for me personally, like the first 5 years in business, I was available 24/7.
Yeah.
So I'd pick up the phone whenever, what time it
Exhausting.
was. I'd do, I'd go above and beyond. Not that I don't now, but, I think it changed definitely when I had kids. Like I just wanted to have, like at, I think it's 6 o'clock in the afternoon, my phone flips over to like, it's a brick. Like there's nothing on it. So like,
what is the setting? Is it
it's a setting.
That's
So like
clever.
in the new ones, you can set different times. So
That's
like,
good. Tell us about that. So you go into
Yeah.
settings and you can actually have your phone
Yeah.
just turn into nothing.
You can make
basically.
it's like a
yeah,
mode.
I do it
So
into, so there's
good.
like focus modes. I've got work, which it just literally just has like the apps that I need. So it's like only 2 pages of apps. And then the
Right.
rest of it's in like a library.
Because once you hear that bing bing, WhatsApp code,
It goes it goes
doesn't
dead. Yeah. So, and then in nighttime, I've got personal, and literally, if I go to the app, there's nothing's there, and it really
no work stuff.
no work stuff, no things, and it puts
a
me
great
on
takeaway.
do not disturb. So even if I pick my phone up, because you're so used to like knowing where your apps are, your brain just like a monkey just goes straight to the thing. But you go on, I flick, I'm like, oh, and you get a bit annoyed. You're like, what's going on? And then by that time, my brain's like, no, stop. Like you're with your kids, you're with your family. Just, let
So
it be.
good.
Put your
'cause
phone
that's
back
where
down.
so many dads get that wrong.
I just put actually like half the time between like 6 and 8 o'clock at night, I don't know where my phone is. Like that's a big thing.
So good. So good.
Yeah.
That helps you reconnect. You have fun.
does, yeah.
In the last episode, we were talking, you stretch, you roll around together. What about rest? Because rest is important for intimacy and connection and all that kind of thing. And in busy lives, with lots going on, I would think putting your phone away is a great way to relax. Because they say when you look at, is it blue light or whatever, it kind of like keeps you awake.
Definitely.
Which is, most people are scrolling, which as we've said. So how does that work with you guys? How do you make that happen?
I feel like I could do better in this category.
Rox does not stop.
Recently my kids got taken away for a day by family for us to have a rest, and I just didn't know what to do. I was so lost.
Oh dear.
The only thing that I can say is,
By the way, I lied down.
He
for the
laid
whole
down.
day.
He was horizontal.
I didn't
nice.
even have my phone on me. I was just lying on the bed, or like
Lovely.
outside, sitting, watching the trees and things.
I was just hovering
really
around
good.
the house.
So nice.
She was just like clean the whole house. But for Roxy, that is her thing. Like if the
You're
house
so
is
similar
clean
to my wife.
Active
and
rest.
tidy, she was stoked by the end of the day.
I was very happy. I go to bed early. Like I am ready to go to bed at 9:20, and like I'm having really good sleep. So 9:20 I'm in bed, 10 o'clock I'm asleep, fast asleep all the way until 6, 7 o'clock the next day. So that's the only non-negotiable for me. And nothing's really changing that. I'm not going out anymore. I'm not doing dinners. I'm not doing anything because I don't have time to rest any other time, because it's clear that I'm incapable of resting. And also I need that 7 or 8 hours.
Yeah.
If without it, I'm like unhinged.
Yeah, no.
And I know that about myself.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. Sleep is a big part of it as well.
How do you
so
rest?
like the rest.
I
I function off way less sleep. So like for me, this is probably a big one. Like Rox and I have slept with each other for 13 or 14 years of our marriage. Recently, probably the last year or so, I started snoring. And also I would lie.
I might have started about 5 years ago.
Well, I would lie in bed because she'd want to go to bed so early. I would either come in like an hour after, but then I'd wake her up, or again I'd try and I'd push her bedtime to 10:30. But I'd lie there
Doesn't
just
go down well with my wife when I try and do that.
Yeah, I would just lie there like trying to be still, and then that caused a lot of issues for us because I'd start drifting off. And my snoring's not bad. It's like a light. It's actually just breathing.
It's not. It's like a train. It's like
Now it's a train because she didn't let me sleep for like a year and a half. But we actually started sleeping in separate beds, which I know is a bit of a taboo thing. But for us, I now go to bed at 11:30 at night, which works much better
Different
for me.
time zones, yeah.
There's no one else in the bed, so you're not getting interrupted or annoyed because she might get up and I might just fall asleep and then she gets up and goes to the toilet.
Yeah.
Or she'll wake me up, I'll wake her up. So
Yeah,
now
so
that,
more and more couples do that.
Yeah.
And, it's
and I
interesting.
think like at first, because of like all the,
You were a bit
I was
offended.
offended. I was like,
Yeah.
I can't believe that
Sometimes I get up in the middle of the night to go to the toilet and Rory's still awake reading.
I'm like, oh,
and I'm
no.
like, and he's like, hello.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why are you still awake? Like,
Yeah.
I cannot function with that.
Yeah.
And what started happening was
I'm the same.
I would be just like literally losing control of my
Yeah.
emotions because
she needs
I
the
need
sleep,
that
yeah.
sleep. I have a big 28-day cycle. All these hormones just like trying to upset me constantly. He's on a 24-hour cycle. And then I've got him snoring, staying up till 1. I'm getting up with kids. He's getting up with kids. And so
the kids
now
thing's
that we
hard too.
sleep separately, I feel so happy.
Yeah.
I wake up feeling so well rested.
Refreshed.
Yeah.
But we did have to, at one point, check in with each other because he was like, I feel like offended that you don't want to sleep with me. And we had to discuss and come to the resolution that sleeping side by side doesn't mean there's a lack of intimacy.
No.
It just means that I'm
Well,
getting
there's more now
well
because
rested.
it's
Yeah.
like-
So how
Yeah.
does that work then? Do you have to plan or is it spontaneous?
Well,
or
because
is
we're
it like-
stretching and rolling around every night.
Right.
And also Rory's a pest.
yeah, I know.
He's in my bed. The minute he wakes up, he's in my bed.
If you don't ask, you don't receive.
He
right?
comes and tucks me in every night. He's always in there. Everyone's always
Yeah.
in my bed. Saxon's in
So-
there. All 4 of them in my bed. And then I leave and they still stay in there.
Yeah, we hang out in my bed and I've got a TV in my room, which I don't recommend. Like, we've
Really?
only,
You don't recommend
no,
that?
I don't. Like, so in Roxy's room, there's no TV. I would not have a TV in my room, but we live in a very small, like 80 square meter, 2.5 bedroom,
Beach house.
80s cottage. Or no, sorry, 60s cottage.
Yeah.
It's very old.
Yeah, so it's on the wall. You got it there.
It's
Yeah.
on the wall, and but I don't watch TV like past like 9:30, 10 o'clock. The TV's 100% off. I'll read books, or again, my biggest thing is journaling. So like I'll journal
it?
at night time. Yeah.
So how does that work? How do you do that?
I do use my iPad, but I've got, sounds lame, but I got like the blue light glasses. So they're red glasses that you wear. And then I set all my devices to like really low light. So, you know, you can just see it. And that's a big thing too. Like the blue light thing, that it's actually quite shocking. I got tested for sleep, all sorts of different things, but the blue light. So like, again, at nighttime, my nighttime sleep routine is Rox goes to bed at 9:30. I've actually got a sauna, an infrared sauna that I'll go and do. So I'll turn that on when she starts to go to bed. I'll go in there, do 25 minutes in the sauna, come out, have a shower. I actually have a bit of a cold shower to end it because it just interrupts, because you might be a bit sleepy and stuff after having the sauna, but the cold actually interrupts your sleep
You
patterns.
still feel sleepy?
Well, it resets you to like, stops all like everything else going on and resets
So
you.
someone perhaps that didn't have a sauna could maybe have a hot bath. Or
Yeah,
something
hot
like
bath, and then right at the end do a little like
cold
30
shower.
seconds or 10 seconds of cold shower that just kind of resets your brain.
that. Yeah.
Have a look at the research on that. And then from there, I will do some journaling, and I'll be journaling and reading and researching and stuff until my eyes literally just close. Like, and I'm just so sleepy that I fall asleep. So, that's kind of my nighttime routine, which helps me go to sleep.
That's
Yeah.
great. Yes, that's a really good suggestion. It's going to work for some people. But I think there's no one-stop shop, or no one size fits
finding your
all, is there?
pattern,
Really,
yeah,
that's
that's
the
it.
thing. What works for you?
Yeah, and also
Yeah.
I'm really grateful that Rory has like allowed me to go and have my own bedroom because I'm really happy there. But that was
She's
a compromise
smitten,
for him. I'm so
yeah.
happy in there. It's all with my
I am
lovely
too.
stuff. I love my
You're like his
bedding.
third kid.
Yeah. I feel like a kid
Anyway.
again. I'm like, ooh, get into
I get
bed. I know
excited.
that I'm not going to get like elbowed in the ribs or
Yeah.
like something, because that was annoying.
Yeah, but I think, we do hear that a lot. That a lot of patients' partners like to get to bed early, and so rather than argue about it, just rearrange your life to make it work. That's the takeaway.
That's
isn't
the
it?
big thing. Yeah. Like it's just
No one size fits all. Basically, it's like whatever suits you in your
Yeah.
marriage. Is there something, Roxy? Is there something that Rory does that makes you feel supported during stressful moments that you
Yeah,
can think of?
and like a lot of the stress that
Is
I
it a
have.
cuddle or is it a
No.
washing up for you? Or
Like Rory would love a cuddle. I'm
Yeah.
physical touch
Are
is
you
definitely
upset,
not my
cuddle?
number one
No.
love language. He does a lot of what can I do this morning to take something off your plate? Or,
that's nice.
Yeah, instead of saying like, can you write me a list? Because that's just another job for me to do for him. He's not my other child, he's my spouse. Or he'll say, which is my favorite, I'm going to take the kids to school. So he'll like remove them from me because they are annoying.
You're like,
yeah,
sauna on.
and then also I can like have a shower and put some makeup on without Saxon standing on the toilet and being like, it's my turn. So just that simple thing where he doesn't create another job for me, but he's just like quickly take something off my plate. Or he'll come down into my office sometimes and he'll say, oh, I can see that you're really busy actually. I'm going to go and do this myself.
Yeah.
Because he relies on me for a lot, but I also am relied on by a lot of people for a lot. So it's good that he can see that I'm like meniscus, just like bubbling over all the time. And he's like, all right, I'm not going to put more on her plate. I'm going to take something away.
Excellent. And we were talking about being emotionally present and some sort of tips for our audience, how to do that. And just a reminder, it was, making sure that you're really regimental with your, your family time. Roxy, super regimental with, her work day, what she does in it. Not using, tech late at night, but keeping TVs out of bedrooms. Maybe what I really thought was a great thing is that when you're, working in the kitchen, just Rory sitting there without any tech, without the phone, just literally just being with you, just talking.
Yeah.
And doing stuff together, exercise, walking, and that kind of thing is a great way to rebond and reconnect, and rebuild intimacy, and all that kind of thing.
Go to the beach without your phones. Do you know what I mean?
Maybe phones is the biggest killer because we hear it so much.
It is a
patients
huge
ringing
thing.
up.
Yeah.
They, it's and it's always a wonderful story when we reconnect them and restore their confidence with their partner, and it's but it's about using techniques like this to help them. So. So when your energy's low or you're mentally drained, what helps you sort of switch from work mode to family mode? What is your technique of doing that? Is it a shot of alcohol or is it a cup of tea or what is it?
I pretty much don't drink unless it's like something like an event or something like that, and then I'll have quite a few drinks. But other than that, like it's not something that I reach for. How do I reset? I probably just because my job's quite stressful. I'm dealing with people's like money.
You often will make a phone call in the car on the way home to his mum or one of his friends.
I'll speak to someone, or again, just listen to some music. We've got like Rox is always like, "Where are you?" Because the kids are like driving mental. Sometimes I just pull in. There's like a little lake just before home because my trip home's only about 5 minutes.
I can't
believe you do this.
He pulls in for a bit of me time.
I pull in for like 5 minutes.
Meanwhile, I'm stressed as hell at home.
You can see that she literally doesn't know, but this is
You're
for
in
me.
Your lovely car. I think this is.
I do. I go
Connor.
pull and because I decalibrate. Because if I get home and I'm still stressed from like the last phone call I had, which might like banks love to call me at 5:30 in the afternoon or 5. When I can't do anything. And they normally tell you like the bad news, something you can fix, but you can't fix it to the next day. So you're like, oh my God, I can't believe they've done this. I'll just pull in for 5 minutes and just like
recalibrate.
Honestly, like not look at my phone, look out over the water, look at the waves crashing, look at the lake, look at the birds flying around and just like forget that like not everything evolves around your phone and your little box of a house and your office. Like there's this huge world out there. So that for me is like a bit of
you've disconnected.
We're disconnected from all
basically.
The different things and then I drive home and then enter the most beautiful place in the world. Helena sometimes. Yeah. The kids
But what we also do is when Rory walks in the door, the gates, when it makes this hideous clicking sound. And then I know he's coming in and then I smile at him and he smiles at me. Yeah. Instead of like, I might be like just done with the kids, but I'm going to smile at him and he's going to smile at me and I'm going to put on some feminine energy and he's going to be in his masculine energy because I can get quite masculine in my role, but we're not doing that. We're doing like family time. So we're going to have a quick glance at each other and be like, same team. You and me are the same team.
That's a big thing. We're on the same team.
We're doing this together. We're doing the kids together. It's me and you against the world, not them against us and us against them. It's just like,
the kids try to divide you. They do.
Yeah.
They play like my son. I don't know if other kids like this, but my son, he'll go and ask Roxy something. If he doesn't get the answer, he'll come and say, he'll
Kingston's
literally say,
terrible for that.
he'll literally
Yeah,
say,
but
oh,
that's why
mum
there's
said I
a-
could have this. And I'm like, no, she didn't. Roxy did. No. It's like, no, mate.
So I'm terrible because I go, well, you can have it then.
Yeah. Like you,
James is
James.
like, what?
Yeah, no, we always check in with each other and like, yeah, not the kids are the enemy, but like you've got to remember if your husband and wife aren't together, then like what role, what are you setting, what example are you setting for your kids?
Do you think couples need to have sort of the same leadership styles when they're working together in a business? Or do you, that could be very sort of separate and compartmentalized? What do you think about that?
Yeah, Rox and I, and that's relationships and business. I've got my role in the business, which is driving the business, making sure the money comes in. Roxy's operations. She makes sure the things that I kind of asked to get done, and makes the team kind of follow through. So yeah, that's it. And in the house too, she kind of runs the house, like I make sure the money comes in and that the money's there for her to pay the bills.
And then make sure there's food on the table.
And she makes sure there's food on the table. So yeah.
Sounds to me like teamwork is what makes the dream work in
Yeah.
your
It
family
is
life.
definitely, yeah. 100%.
Brilliant. Well, there's some great takeaways for the audience there. Thanks so much, and looking forward to talking to you on the next episode.
Thank
Sounds
you.
good. Thanks, mate.
That's a wrap for today's episode of Between the Sheets. Thanks for joining us. If you're enjoying this podcast, give it a like and subscribe so we can keep creating content you'll love. If you have questions or want to start your treatment for sexual dysfunctions, reach out to Men's Health Clinic. We offer free online consultation and provide custom treatments. Take care, everyone, and keep the conversation going between the sheets.